right? Let's say for chapter 5 here estimation, we're going to start with X is age of student. So if I want to compute the age of a student, maybe a first year of university student, for example, age of student for whole Malaysia. Let's say this is Malaysia. This whole part is Malaysia. If I want to calculate the average, the mean for each first year university student, apa saya kena buat? Saya kena pergi ambil data. I need to take the data from each and every university from Malaysia. Boleh faham? Which means kalau saya nak compute the mean, saya kena ada data daripada setiap pelajar dari seluruh Malaysia. This part, this Malaysia here, I call that as population. This is population. Let's say this is the whole thing. What is population? The unit or the people I'm considering in my research. Apa saya punya research adalah untuk calculate the mean age, umur, mean age for the first year student from whole Malaysia. Itu adalah saya punya research. So saya kena cari semua first year student in Malaysia. So semua first year student in Malaysia adalah saya punya population. Saya panggil dia sebagai population. Kalau saya nak, if I want to find the mean, the notation for population mean is we call this as mu. Mu. Standard deviation, the notation is yang ini semua dah diorang dah tahu. Median, the population is macam N, tapi N dia macam ni kan, so dia punya N macam ke bawah sikit. And mode, we call this as T. Copy this one first. Now, the information we get from here this information, mean, standard deviation, median, mode, is known as parameter. You see, if I want to get each and every student's age in Malaysia, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's very high cost. So normally in research what we do, if this is Malaysia, saya akan ambil Johor saja, contohnya. This is called as sample. Due to high cost and time consuming, daripada kita ambil setiap orang punya data daripada Malaysia, okay, kita boleh buat anggaran, estimation. From here to here, we can do estimate from taking a small sample from that population. Saya punya population adalah apa? Malaysia. Daripada ambil population tu, you ambil sample saja, sikit saja. Lepas tu kita buat anggaran. Mungkin tak tepat, tapi anggaran. Okay? So that is called estimate or estimation, the one we're going to learn today. If I want to take what kind of info I may need from the sample, again, mean. The notation for sample is need X bar yang you tengok sebelum ni. Standard deviation, the notation is S. Median, notation is M. And mode, notation is V. So this one, just now parameter, this one we call this as statistics. Now, estimation can be done into two methods, two kind of estimation. One is point estimation. Point estimation is here. What is point estimation? You just take the average. For example, let's say your age, okay, let's say if I want to compute the sample mean, if I want to estimate the population mean, then what is it? Suppose a random variable X is normally distributed, okay? Let's say this is your age. You take a sample, katakan sampel tu dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4 orang saja. Okay? You plus all, divide by 4, you get 29.25. 29.25 ni sekarang you bagi tahu adalah estimate untuk population mean. Sekarang ada dua mean, satu ini apa? Sample mean. Ini apa? Population mean. Sample mean adalah you take a small people, group of people, like 5 ke 6 ke 10 ke, you find the average. You dapat 29.25, and you say that this 29.25 is the estimation for the whole Malaysia. Boleh faham apa saya beritahu? Ambil sedikit, contohnya you ambil you ambil 4 orang saja, lepas tu you bagi tahu 29.25 ni adalah average umur untuk satu Malaysia. Macam tu. But that is, if you get one number, it is point estimation. Normally, we don't, a better representation for the whole population is not one number, but by interval. You bagi interval. Okay, sekarang you kena bagi satu interval. I mean, you giving an interval should be appropriate estimation, appropriate representation for the whole Malaysia, for the whole population daripada sampel ni. Daripada kita bagi satu digit ni, kita bagi satu interval in between. Okay. Now, semua ni nanti saya akan explain. So what our aim is, we are going to get some info here. In our syllabus now, we are going to estimate the mean of population by using the mean of sample, standard. We're going to estimate, membuat anggaran by taking the sample mean, standard deviation, and also the sample size. N is sample size. So by taking all this information, we are going to estimate what is the population mean. In other words, dalam example ni, saya nak kira purata dekat Johor saja, saya nak ambil apa tadi? Umur kan? Age of student Age of student from Johor. I'm going to compute the mean of Johor student, standard deviation of Johor student, and I'm going to take some sample from Johor, maybe 300 something like that. Saya akan buat satu computation, and then what I will do, I will tell, okay, that is the age for the whole Malaysia. Daripada Johor, saya ambil buat anggaran untuk satu Malaysia. Okay, salin yang ni dulu, salin dulu. Okay, example 2 here. Kat salin ni ke? Nah. Example 2. The first two example, we have to assume that n is greater than, we're going to see n is greater than 30, and standard deviation of population is known. For you to do example 2 here, or for you to find the estimation, you have to make sure that we are going to consider the cases where sample size is more or equal to 30, or standard deviation of population is known. Okay, this one is 950. Let's say this is X is a weight of a bag. Weight of a bag. Alright. What is the information we get from the sample here? Sample mean is 950. S is 15. N is 36. Estimate the 95% or 99% confidence interval with for population mean for population mean with this information. Okay, we are going to do two things now. 95% first. We have this one, we have this one, we have this one. We need to know we have to have another more info. Put here alpha. Alpha is 1 minus 95. We get this from the question. We get this from the question. We get this from the question. This one 95 also from the question. 95%. Nanti kita gabung 99. Don't worry. Okay. We get this. We have this. This one also we have. This one we have. So we can find alpha. What is alpha and the whole thing? I will explain later. Let us compute first. Alpha is 1 minus 0.95, you get this one, divide by 2, you get this one. Now Z alpha over 2, alpha over 2 is here, small. So now what is this actually? You put a bell shape. 0.025 is here on the 2 tail. This is 0.025. This is also 0.025. Okay. So this, whenever we x alpha divide by 2, you get a numbers. Then you draw like this. Now, from the Z table, can we find what number is here? 0.025. This number is 1.96. So this is 1.96. Copy first, try to understand the whole thing. boleh nampak you orang sudah blur. Salin yang ni dulu, salin dulu. On certain things, oleh kerana kekangan masa, certain things saya akan tak boleh elaborate secara detail. Kalau saya elaborate secara detail 1 jam dah tu. Kita belum start lagi. Elaboration saja dah 1 jam dah. Saya sebenarnya nak ajar you macam mana, nanti saya akan nak tunjuk satu formula. Saya sebenarnya tunjuk macam mana formula tu dapat. Tapi based on my experience, I'm telling you, it will take a lot of time. So I need to go speed up. Kalau nak tahu, sekarang kan dah ada banyak-banyak tools AI kan. So you boleh belajar sendiri pun boleh. Tapi dah perlukan penjelasan, boleh tanya dalam tutorial. I need to finish this because we have lot of leave. Malaysia ni banyak cuti. You orang tak apa. Saya ada satu kelas namanya Introduction to Data Analytics. 2 minggu pertama raya. Betul? Tak masuk sebab hari Jumaat kelas tu. Hari ketiga saya masuk, minggu ketiga saya masuk, saya marah dia orang. Betul-betul marah sebab data analitik student tak bawa laptop. Macam mana you rasa? Saya dah bagi tahu, marah, buat intro. 4th week dia orang ada English test, pengecualian kuliah. 5th week dia orang ada some bengkel kena pergi. 6th week apa? Last week apa? Jumaat. Last week apa? Public holiday. You tengok banyak cuti. So kalau saya nak jelaskan semua ni dengan cuti-cuti semua ni, nak buat ke kelas ganti lagi susah. So I need to speed up all these things. Okay guys, so kau dah salin semua ni? Dah salin? Okay. Alright, I know you guys are blur, but let me recall back what we are doing now. Apa saya bagi tahu tadi? Masih ingat population? Population kita apa? Malaysia. Population adalah satu unit yang besar. Boleh dikirakan orang, boleh dikirakan barang, company, SME. Nanti you buat PSM, projek sarjana muda, you akan tahu lebih dalam tentang ni. So population adalah satu unit yang besar. Tetapi you nak pergi cari satu unit tu mengambil masa yang lama dan kos yang tinggi untuk you pergi cari. Okay, tu faham benda tu? Jadi apa kita buat? Kita ambil segelintir. We take a portion of the population, we call that as sample. Okay, sekarang saya nak tahu dalam situasi ni lah. Contohnya dalam situasi ni, X apa? Weight of a bag, some bag lah. Satu bag punya berat bag. Saya nak cari bag di setiap Malaysia ni, nak ambil dia punya berat, lepas tu baru saya nak cari dia punya mean. Memang mustahil. Betul kan? Mengambil masa yang lama. Jadi kita ambil segelintir sampel saja. Kita ambil information daripada yang ini, kita ambil information daripada standard deviation, kita ambil sample size. Beberapa saja. Mungkin sample size berapa dekat sini? 36. Ini adalah 36. Saya ambil 36 bag saja. Saya tak ambil semua. Saya ambil 36 bag sahaja. I take 36. Saya cari dia punya purata, saya cari dia punya standard deviation dan beberapa lagi dekat sini. Untuk apa? Untuk estimate. Yang ini, anggaran. Boleh faham? Daripada sampel saya buat anggaran. Bukan tepat, tak tepat. Dia anggaran saja. Estimation. Estimation yang ada dua. Satu tadi saya bagi tahu adalah point estimation, satu nombor saja. Satu nombor saja. Saya tak nak bagi satu nombor saja. Biasanya satu nombor saja is not a good estimation. Okay, we give in between interval. Hari ini sunrise. Sunrise maybe 7.01. Daripada saya bagi tahu 7.01, saya boleh bagi tahu satu interval sunrise in between 6.59 in between 7 point. Yang ini lebih prefer real life situation daripada kita bagi satu nombor saja. Boleh faham? Dia punya tu. So kita sekarang nak buat estimation but not point form. Kita nak bagi dia interval. Apa dua nombor dekat sini? Interval. Boleh faham? Boleh ya? Apa formula ni sekarang? Formula for this part now, saya tulis kat sini. Yang ini dia punya formula adalah this is the formula, or simply, or salin yang ini dulu, salin yang ini. Okay. Okay. Or we simply write as, we simply write this is the interval, this is the interval. Or we simply, kalau you tengok dekat sini, yang ini sama dengan yang ini kan, dua-dua sama, yang ini pun sama, cuma plus minus and plus saja. So we can write it as x plus minus. So this is your confident interval actually. You can write it like this. This is your so that is the formula. Now, if I want to compute this, what is my x bar here? That would be 950. This one is what? 1.96, isn't it? S is what? 15, and my N is 36. Now if you compute this, confident interval, I just put a CI here. 950 minus, do this one minus first, minus this, let me know what is here, comma. Interval we can also write it like this. Kalau kita ada interval macam ni macam ni, A, B, kita boleh tulis macam ni, A and B, okay. So 950 minus 1.96, press this, let me know what you get. Give me in one decimal place maybe. Buat yang ni dulu, yang ni. Minus first, minus. You should get did you get 945.1? You get this? And then this is the lower limit. We call this a lower limit. The upper limit. For upper limit, what do? You plus. If you plus, what do you get? If you plus, you should get 954.9. You get this one? All of you? Press in the calculator. Make use of your calculator. Kalau tak, tangan you tak gerak masa exam. nombor ini saja, nombor saja, yang ini dengan yang ini nombor saja. Kalau interval we write it like this. Okay. Kalau soalan tanya confident limit, that would be confident limit dan nombor ini saja. Kalau you ambil nombor yang itu saja adalah confident limit. Kalau you tulis macam ni dinamakan confident interval. This one we call it as lower limit. This one is upper limit. L, this is L. Lower limit and upper limit. So the conclusion is, these are the conclusion. We are 95% confident that so that is the answer. Saya dah bagi group assignment punya nama kan, dia punya Excel. Try to fill up by today. Okay. Section 5 jangan campur dengan section 6. Section 5 group, so all the members should be from section 5. Sama untuk section 6 juga. So this is the answer. When they ask for estimate 95% confident interval for population mean with this thing, this is the answer. We are 95% confident. 95% we may be right because kita buat estimation saja, bukan tepat. Kita buat estimation anggaran daripada mana? Daripada sampel. We are 95% confident. Mungkin kita betul, 5% kita mungkin salah. Kita anggaran saja. Okay. That the sample data, based on the sample data yang kita dapat dari sampel ni, the range of population mean. So kita boleh anggarkan sekarang the weight of the bag, okay, the weight of the bag from whole Malaysia is in between this number and this number. Kita tak dapat tepat, mungkin di antara itu. Now, Tadi kita buat, we did 95%, now we are moving to 99. Same process. Write the information first. What is the info? What is the mean? 950. Pukul berapa? Okay, now you take out the A4 paper. Take out the A4 paper, write your name. Copy this one, later you have to submit to me. Copy this from the table. Let me know what is this value. We call this as critical value. Okay, this one is known as critical value. This is known as significant level. Significant level adalah peratus kita mungkin salah. Significant level adalah peratus we may be wrong in our computation. Sebab it's a computation, may be wrong based on real life. But 99% we assume that 99% of computation is right. That's how we think. If you refer to Z table here, if you refer Z table 0.005, 0.005 is here 0.005 is here, that 2.58. So ini adalah 0.58, this is 2.58. This is known as critical value. After this, all you need to do is lepas cari semua ni, what you have to do, put inside the formula. What is the formula? I write again the formula. So what would be the confidence interval? Sebelum tu kita masukkanlah. Mean is what? Mean is 950. What was our critical value? 2.58. What is our S? 15. Square root of sample size. So if you compute this, minus first, what do you get? Press in the calculator, let me know. This one can give 2 decimal place. In the test or exam, final exam, semua jawapan bagi dalam 2 tempat perpuluhan, 2 decimal place. If you press this in your calculator, you should get 943.55. Good. And after minus, for the other one, you should plus. 956.45. Good. What is the final? Jangan lupa Rabu ni ada test. Kita belajar objektif. BPC dengan BPA. Alright, so the final ayat yang last kali is better for you to write so that you understand the whole thing. We are 99% confident. I just use the word confident because baru you tahu kenapa dipanggil sebagai confident level ni. We are confident. We assume we are right. Kita anggap 99% apa-apa kita buat ni betul. 1% mungkin salah. 1% salah tu nama dia apa? Benda yang saya ajar ni you tak boleh cari dekat mana-mana. You akan belajar dalam bentuk lain. Tapi trust me, this is the idea. 99% kalau dia bagi tahu confident interval bermaksud apa-apa kita buat dekat sini we assume it is right. 99%. Bila orang bagi tahu significant level, you can anggap that peratus mungkin kita salah. Okay? We are 99% confident that based on the, ini saya tulis 2 kali lah, and then next you guys can write on your own. The range of that how you write. Can we do one last question? One last question. Yep. You have to? You have exam? Oh, exam. Okay. I'll see you guys on Tuesday and Thursday then. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll see you guys. Okay? Alright. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in our next class.